Well, good day, 7th grade friends and neighbors. Today we're going to make a little Pong game. It's a two-player game. The W and the S keys are going to move the left paddle up and down, and the up and down arrows are going to move the right paddle up and down, and two people are supposed to play, but I'm going to pretend like I'm two people. Let's go. So I'm going to play Pong against myself. This is terrible. I'm doing my best. I'm playing Pong. Alright, it's working good. Now what happens, though? What happens if it hits the blue? Hey, look at that. Orange player wins. And now we're ready to play again. So there's no points. We're just sort of playing the game. If it hits the orange one, hey, look at that. Blue player wins. Now, we already know how to make paddles. We already know how to make lines. We did that before in the paddleball game. And we made a ball that bounces off the edge. We made paddles, and the ball bounces off the paddle. And when the ball hits a line, we said game over. So we sort of know how to do this. When we do the Pong game, though, it's not going to say game over. It's going to say blue player wins or orange player wins or whatever colors you pick. You don't have to pick my colors. All we really have to do is get the paddles to be straight up and down and get the lines to be straight up and down. Let me show you how to do that, and then you're off on your own. To create a Pong game, you simply don't need a cat, so I'll just delete this cat. Let me show you how to do the line first. I'll go down here and find the line that we did before. So it's a horizontal line, but I need the line to go straight up and down, and I don't want it to be red. So I'll go over here to Costumes. Look at this, Costumes. And it's got an arrow, and it's got a square and a circle and all kind of stuff. And the one we want is the arrow. We want the arrow. And I'm going to highlight portion of this sprite, maybe start up here, and I'm going to highlight a portion of it, maybe about this much. And you see it's got these little dots. You can make it bigger and wider. I think that's a good idea. And it has a little rotate handle at the bottom. You see this thing that has little arrows pointing to both sides? You can rotate this thing so it's straight up and down, or at least pretty straight. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then you can take it and move it like right over there. And if it's too big for the stage, that's okay. It can go off the edge. That's okay. So I'm going to put that one over there. Now I don't want it to be red, though. I want it to be a different color. So that, I'm going to use the bucket. Right now it says fill color is red, but I don't want red. So I'm going to give it some other color. Maybe I'll give it blue. I can make it any color I want. It really doesn't matter. And I'm going to use the bucket. Oh my gosh, there it is. It's blue. Fantastic. Now let's go get a paddle. I'll go get a paddle, and I got to turn it sideways. But, geez, Mr. Lushenko, you just showed us how to turn it sideways. How do you turn it sideways? Here's what you do. You go to Costumes. You're on the arrow. Start way over here. Hold down your mouse. Hold it down. Hold it down. Hold it down. Cover it all up. Let go. Grab the little rotation handle and put it straight up and down, or just as straight as you can. Sometimes it's really hard to get it perfectly straight, but pretty good. Now you can code it. You can say I want it to start over here. I want this one to go up and down. I'll make another paddle. I'll make another line. I'll change the color to a different color. I'll say if the ball is touching this line, you know what? I'm going to call this line something. This is going to be called the blue line. Blue line for this one. And then when I make another one, I'll call the other one, whatever line it's going to be, I don't know, pink line or purple line, whatever it is. So if the ball is touching the blue line, it's going to do something. If the ball is touching the other line, it's going to do something. Okay, I think that's enough help already. I think you can do it. Ready, set, go.